What's up, my little key limes, and welcome to J-Max Amateur Kitchen, and welcome to our Peruvian cuisine series, episode 2. We started off this series with 5 Peruvian pisco cocktails, and now, for episode 2, how to make Peruvian ceviche. Let's do this. Recipe in the description below. I'm gonna try to make this as authentic as possible, which is why I got a jar of ají amarillo, which is also in the description below. That being said, we're gonna have the recipe since I'm riding solo today and you want this as fresh as possible. Now let's talk about limes. Authentic Peruvian ceviche uses Peruvian limes. Now I'm in the US, so I don't have access to Peruvian limes. Now Peruvian limes are more acidic than the typical Persian limes we get in the US. That being said, if you can get access to key limes, they're more acidic than Peruvian. So we're gonna combine these together to try to match that acidity. We're gonna juice up 6 normal limes with 6 key limes. All right. Next, we got half a red onion. We're gonna peel off that first layer. And we're taking out the bitter core. And we're just cutting it thin slices. And we're gonna throw those into a bowl of ice water. 5 minutes in here is gonna get rid of any bitterness. And normally we'd be using a Rocoto chili, but we don't have those, so we're gonna use a Habanero. We're gonna de-seed this, like so, and chop it up into small pieces. Last up, we're gonna do about a tablespoon of cilantro. Now some of you haters out there might say, hey, that's not cilantro, that's parsley. Don't be such a hater. All right, come with me for a second. I lied to you. It's parsley. I feel better. Let's get back into this. For the main event, let's talk about fish. Now for ceviche, you want the freshest fish possible. I'm in an area where it's hard to buy really fresh fish. So I'm like, how am I gonna make this authentic? Well, I started thinking, there's a body of water right behind my place. Maybe I'll try to catch a fish. Now I don't have a fishing pole, but I saw a video where you put your hand in the water and you just wiggle it around a little bit to act like a worm. I threw my hand down in the water. Luckily I had my Instagram going. Sure enough, I pull out a soulfish. It's about a half pounder. If you want more behind the scenes, maybe hop on over to the Instagram. Doing a lot of stories now. Anywho, the skin has already been taken off of this fish and it's deboned. The only thing I'm gonna do is cut out this middle portion where the vertebrae was. The fish is still a little tough there and I want it as smooth as possible. There we go. Now I'm gonna cut little quarter-inch pieces on a 45-degree angle. We take our pile of fish, throw it into a bowl, along with a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper. Throw in our habanero pepper, teaspoon of our cilantro, almost all of our onions, grate in half a clove of garlic, and about half a tablespoon of our ají amarillo. Now just mix that up. And let's add in our lime juice. Ooh. Gonna do another quarter teaspoon of salt. Let's plate this up. Top that off with some of our leftover onions, a little cilantro, parsley. And I like to eat this as a salsa, so I made some sweet potato chips, which are so easy. Just took a sweet potato, cut thin slices on a mandolin, threw it on a sheet pan, drizzled some olive oil, a little bit of salt, and threw it in a 250-degree oven for 2 hours. I got this recipe from Minimalist Baker, and check this out. So crispy. I'm gonna put a little base layer down for the juices, and let's stack them up. And one last thing before we eat, strain that leftover juice, throw that into a champagne flute. We got Leche de Tigre, otherwise known as tiger's milk. To bring it one step further, we're gonna add a shot of pisco, and we just transformed that into panther's milk. Leche de Panther. Pantera? Let's just eat. All right, cheers. Oh, this is amazing. This is like one of my favorite cocktails. Don't even watch the Peruvian cocktail episode. This is the best cocktail ever. It's acidic, it's spicy, it covers up the alcohol but allows the grape to come through in the pisco. It's just, I can't even explain it. It's amazing. Let's dive into the ceviche. I know it's not traditional, but I like to eat this like a salsa. Cheers. It's just amazing. Like, what else do you want me to say? This lime juice cooks the fish perfectly. These onions are sweet. They don't have that bite at all. A little kick to it, but not overly spicy. The only thing, I wish these chips were a little bit thicker. But other than that, this is amazing. Peruvian ceviche, panther milk. Come on. And that's episode 2 of our Peruvian cuisine series. Peruvian ceviche. Cheers. And thank you for watching.